I was born in Cape Town and I grew up in Hart Bay, and as kids we used to explore up the Liesl River. When I was a teenager, a little bit of a wayward teenager, I explored up the Liesl River with a friend, and we sort of came into this orange kloof area up through the river and came round a corner, and we saw these scarlet jewels hanging from cliffs. And what they were these orchids, the Liesl uniflora. But for me, it was as if I was discovering them. And I thought that I was this discoverer of this new plant. And there was something about that sense of discovery and just being drawn into this miracle beauty of the moment that just connected me with nature, like for the rest of my life. I really love to, even if it's in a small way, achieve with my guests is that same sort of, these moments of connection and discovery. What really excites me and makes my work meaningful is when somebody comes to me after a hike and sort of says, you know, I've always been drawn to hiking, but I've never done it, or I never had an opportunity to do it. And then, you know, through this hike that I've done with you, I just know that it's for me and I want to do it and I want to keep on doing it. And that just makes me so exciting. So if in my guiding I can just bring people a little closer to nature, that's what makes my work special for me. What I really enjoy is to just gently facilitate the wonders of nature. I had some lovely people with me the other day, and they asked me, oh, what's this? Is this paint, orange paint on the rock? And I said, no, it's actually lichens. Eating the rock. I say that because it's a kind of eating. It secretes acid, like an acid substance that breaks down the rock, in this case sandstone, and it's part of the weathering of Table Mountain over millennia. Fynbos is endlessly fascinating. The incredible thing about Table Mountain and the Table Mountain chain, including Cape Point, is that with very little effort you can actually be away from the crowds, and there are beautiful routes where you'll be the only people there, and that's what I like to really get my guests to, and just experience being so close to a big city. Cape Town is a bustling city, and be in these areas that really feel like wilderness. Generally, I like to give my guests a lot of time to just feel that they are sort of part of the environment that they're walking in. Just to really get a sense of Cape Town, and not only the landscapes but the history. We have a fascinating history. To tell stories that bring the environment alive for people. It's like there is a plant, an insectivorous, a carnivorous plant called, it's a drosera, but the Afrikaans name for it is snotrosie, which is just so lovely because it's got lots of little tentacles with mucus coming out of it. Okay.
It smells beautiful.
Oh, this is a good one to talk about.
Funny you say all those things, exactly what was going through my head all morning.
It's really the stories, the natural history stories, the stories of what shaped the mountain, what caused the cracks and crevices. Table Mountain is one of the oldest mountains in the world. It's got an incredible geological history, and just to bring that in gently into the guiding process so that it just brings things alive for people. And then also within that to have lots of time of quiet. So my role as a guide is to take care of all the logistics, the safety, and then to bring a little bit of the magic of the environment in, but not to control the whole experience. I'm just there to facilitate the best experience for them. When I was about 7, my dad started taking us hiking up the back of Table Mountain because we lived in the Hart Bay Valley, and we used to go and sleep up in the fragrant fynbos with our little thin sleeping bags in the howling southeaster wind. And my dad used to give us miso soup for supper, and we'd be starving and we'd curl up and go to sleep. But those experiences really connected me into the landscape of these Cape Mountains. They feel like they part of me or inside me. Later, I found that mountains gave me incredible support and solace, and especially in difficult times. It's been such a gift for me to have that through my life as this sort of supportive hammock almost, having this love of nature and the connection to this landscape. I can just give that to, or help facilitate that for someone else to have, that connection to nature that gives them that support, then I feel like I have really done my job.